Hallelujah, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters. I am here to tell you that Jesus loves each and every one of you. He loves you. He loves you. He loves you. He loves you. He likes you, but only as a friend. He said, stop calling. It's getting weird. Sorry. There are more conventional ways to start a conversation. Hello. Okay, mixed ability group. I'll work with it. It's fine. It's fine, because we live in the UK. We know that it's hard to say hello to a stranger, right? Because it doesn't matter how good you're feeling about yourself. You could be feeling fantastic. You could be on top of the world. You could have just left the orgy or had some cocaine or some cake. Whatever makes you feel good. And you see a stranger in the street and you think, I want to reach out to another human being. I want to make a connection. And you realize in that moment, saying hello isn't a greeting. It's a kind of sort of almost magic spell. It turns them into a frog a little bit. Because you go, hello, and they go, what? Doesn't cross the species barrier, doesn't transcend species. Because if you're walking down the street and you see a cat in the road and the cat meows at you, you meow back, don't you? Yes, you do. You can hide, but I know it's true. You're good people. It's fine. Be proud, but be careful. Don't get to the stage where I am. Sometimes I meow first. At people. So I'll tell you about me. I'm a comedian, apparently. Some of you are staring like, fuck, Keanu Reeves is having a hard time. I'm not sure how I feel about this side of the room anymore. I always wanted to be like a one-liner comedian. You've probably gauged by now that's not going to happen, all right? I wrote like 3 one-liners and then I had to give up. So I'm going to do those 3 one-liners and then you're going to be grateful that I gave up. It's Halloween, all right? And last Halloween, I was going to join a zombie conga, but I missed the deadline. Going to set the bar nice and low and still limbo the fuck under it. The other day, I bought some shoes to wear around the house, and on the right one, it says, I really hate my dad. And on the left one, it says, I really, really like my mum. They're my Freudian slippers. Don't laugh at that, for fuck's sake, come on. It's Monday night, we've had a nice time, you've seen some proper acts, and then I'm trying to ruin it all. This is going to be a vicious circle. Do you know what else is a vicious circle? Pac-Man. I'll tell you the worst thing I've ever done, apart from that last joke. Worst thing I've ever done is I once spanked Dwayne Johnson. Literally hit rock bottom. So no more of that horseshit, no more of that bullshit. I'm just going to talk about me, which is all I know because I don't get out much, but without proper jokes. So here goes. I'm part English, part Irish, and part Scottish. And one time I went into a pub. There's no punchline though, because I'm also part German. And I don't like to tell people that I'm part German, because none of us know what Grandad got up to during the war. All we know for a fact is during that time he didn't own a car. And we can tell that from the photographs. Because in all the photographs, he's trying to get a taxi. He hated buses. He fucking hated not buses. Jews. I'm a little bit Irish, like I said. Any Irish in? Shit, because this bit's more offensive. My dad's from a place called Cork, which I think is a weird place name in Ireland, because it's every Irish person's least favourite part of a bottle. So, my dad's Irish, that makes me half Irish. Top half, if you're wondering. Which means I'm really good at river dance, but only from the waist up. I've tried to incorporate the legs. I've tried to get them working. Still very German. I tried to wean myself off of doing that for weeks. Weeks! Do you know where you end up after weeks of doing that? Poland. My dad's what's typically known as an alpha male, right? And I'm what's typically known as disappointing. Like, he's like coming into Liverpool and looking around the streets, even looking around this room right now, I'm kind of afraid because all the men are defined by their masculinity. You're all kind of, you know, big, broad shoulder kind of, and all the women are as well. I thought when I step onto this stage, they're going to pass me around like a cheap rosé at a book club. But you didn't, and I feel safe. From you guys, not from the stuff inside my own head, because that's fucked up. I'm getting old. I'm getting old. I'm 26. I know. I was 25 last year. I don't know what's happened. A birthday, I think. But 25, all right, anyone 25 and younger? Fuck each and every one of you. Because 25 is great. 25 is mid-20s, and then 26 is mid to late 20s, and late is a euphemism for dead. I can pack this shit in right now. I knew I was getting properly old when my doctor started talking to me about prostate exams, which I didn't like, because it wasn't during an appointment. He's weird, my doctor, right? He gives himself prostate exams, and then brags about it. Right up his own arse. I feel bad doing that joke. I feel off balance because I can do men's health jokes. Can't do women's health so much. I only recently learned what the pencil test was. Do you guys know what the pencil test is? You look right, I'll explain. The pencil test, right, is you get a pencil, you put it underneath a boobie. Don't laugh at boobie. And then what happens is you get kicked out of the life drawing class. With no sense of irony, they describe you as a sketchy character. Hot Water Comedy Club, thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your evening.